Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some farmhouse style window panes that I created with Dollar Tree products. And I know you may have seen some of these DIYs already on YouTube and on Instagram and even on Facebook, but this last one that I did that has like a blue color to it, I did a different style to it that I haven't seen before. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I'm gonna start off by sharing with you guys how I created this black one that I really didn't have to do any paint to. So Dollar Tree has these little decor pieces that are black and they have like some sayings in them, you know, coffee, there's other vitamin C, out of the office, and the other one said Mondays should be optional. So to connect these, I'm going to be using my Fix All adhesive super glue that I tell you guys, this glue is just as good as E6000 glue, and I use it all the time, and you can get it at Dollar Tree in the tool section, and I love this glue. So all I'm going to do to create this first one is I'm going to take it out of the plastic and connect them with that glue. Now these are glass, which I didn't know that they were glass. I actually thought they were going to be a plastic inside them, because most of the time when Dollar Tree has these picture frames with these little sayings on them, they mostly have plastic in between them, but it's actually a glass that's in there. So this first one that I had was easy to pop out. So all I did was I had to push my fingers against the glass and they easily popped out, because the only thing that's connecting this glass piece to this plastic black piece is some hot glue. And hot glue, once it dries, is really easy to take off, especially if it's a cheap hot glue, which most of the time Dollar Tree uses cheap hot glue. But when I was doing the other ones and I was trying to just push it out and pop it out, they didn't pop out as easily as the first one, and a lot of the glass kind of just broke in pieces as I was doing it. So what I did for the next one that I did, for the next set that I did, I just took a toothpick and kind of poked out the glue, the hot glue, and kind of peeled it up a little bit, and then I was able to pull it all around and take the glue off before I even try to pop out the glass, and that actually helped it. And so I was able to take out the glass all in one piece, so it was less of a work to make it shatter. Now you can keep the glass pieces and save it for another DIY if you want to, or you can just get rid of the glass piece, but all we're going to be using is the outside black piece for this DIY. And like I said, I'm just connecting it together to form kind of like a window pane. And I like these because they were different than the other picture frames that we normally see, because normally we'll see like a rectangular shape and these were square. So they give a different look to this window pane that I haven't seen before. And I was actually thinking about painting this one, but I kind of like the look of the black to go into my living room, because I feel like I have a lot of light colors and sometimes I like to bring in some dark colors. So I decided to keep this one black, and which was good because it saves me paint and it saves me time, because I don't have to, you know, worry about painting it. But you can definitely paint this and do it however you want, but I'm keeping it black. Now to make sure that the glue stays, I'm using these clips, that the bigger clips you can find in the laundry section at Dollar Tree, and the smaller clips are like these little plant clips that I recently found at Dollar Tree, which didn't fit for this project. So I'm using the laundry clips to clip them together to hold it in place until the glue dries, because this glue will take about a full 24 hours for it to fully dry, sometimes less, and that way you can have it sticking together and it being sturdy and it will never break. Now I did like that. This piece right here I'm showing you is a piece that I broke. I told you guys like the other ones weren't coming out real easily with the glass, so this one actually broke when I was trying to push it out, but no worries. I just took that glue and I glued it back together, and then I put that piece into a part where you won't see it, so that way nobody can see, can see it. I just put up against the other pieces. So if you have a situation where the things come apart, no worries, you could just take your own glue and glue it back together, because sometimes Dollar Tree stuff has cheap glue and so you have to fix things anyway. And this is how the first one came out, and I actually made two of them, so they're on either side of my TV in my living room, so whenever you guys see me do my clean with me's or any type of day in the life, you'll see them. And I didn't want to share with you guys how I decorate them, because I'm going to be switching them out for the seasons, and so that will be in another video how I'm going to show you guys how I decorate this for the summer season, so stay tuned for that. But I really like how it came out and how it looks different because it's square, and it has the black color, which normally you don't see, so I just love how this one turned out. For the next two DIYs, I'm going to be using these stretch canvases to create them, and they come in a bunch of different sizes. So one of them is the 5x7, which has been hard to find lately. They have been out a lot, I think because people are doing a lot of DIYs. But I wanted to share with you guys that I did notice that if you have a Dollar Tree Plus, in the Dollar Tree Plus section, they have this 3-pack of stretch canvas for $3, and it's kind of connected together, and it's a 5x7. And so basically it's the same price as the dollar ones because they're each $1. So if you can't find the 5x7 ones, then definitely pick this one up if you see it. But I'm also going to be using the one that is a little bit smaller too for this next DIY that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So the stretch canvases come in so many different sizes. So depending on what you're trying to do, you can find a size for it. But these small ones, I'm going to be using, these 4x6 ones, I'm going to be using to create the one with the little shelf, because I felt like it was the perfect size for the little shelf. So for these things, I don't need the stretch part canvas, the fabric part of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the fabric off, and it's really easy to rip off. Once you get like a piece, you start like yanking, and it pretty much comes off by itself. And depending on if you want to keep the staples on or off in the back, that's really up to you. It doesn't bother me because you're not going to see it, but if you do want to take the staples off in the back, depending on what DIY you're doing, you can use a butter knife to take them off. But for me, I just wanted to take the fabric off and not really worry about the staples. Once you ripped off all the fabric off of the little canvases, you're ready to put them together. And so I just put them together like I did the one before in 4s, and I'm using the same glue to connect them. But actually, you really don't need to use this glue to connect the wood pieces. I normally use wood glue, but I think because I was doing the video and that one was out, I just used that one. But like normally I would use wood glue because it's a wood piece, and the wood glue at Dollar Tree works just as great with the wood pieces. So you can use either or. So if you don't have this one but you see the wood glue, definitely use that because this is a wood piece and the wood glue does work great on that. So for this little one, make sure that you have the little things lined up the way that they need to be. As you can see, I took one apart and I'm actually putting another one together because they weren't lined up correctly. So definitely make sure that you lay everything out before you start gluing, so that, because these pieces, some of them are not perfectly shaped like the rectangles, and then some of them are not the perfect or the same size, and some of the wood is just chipped. So just lay out your stuff before you glue it down because some of them can be off. But I'm using the planner clips for this one because they're smaller and it's better for this size, and I was using as you can see, I was using the bigger ones for the other piece that I was sharing with you guys. So it's great to have a lot of these clips on hands, because when you're doing a bunch of DIYs and you want to get them done fast, you have more clips. So again, you can pick either or have both sets like I do, and you can use it for a bunch of different projects to keep them together while the glue is drying. So this little floating shelf right here, I was super excited to find at Dollar Tree for just $1. Normally when they have good stuff like this, people scoop it up faster than I can get it, but I was able to grab 4 of these and I was so happy that I did. And so I'm going to be using it to create a different type of window pane decor with this DIY. So they come in black, and I'm guessing they come in white because some people were saying that, but I just got the black one. And so once this piece was done and glued together, I decided I was going to start painting them. And the paint color that I'm using is this agave from the Waverly brand, this chalk paint agave. I've used it before for a lot of my beach decor DIYs that you guys have seen, because this color has that little like greenish blue color that you see during the summer months and stuff, but it's also that light teal blue color that everybody loves. So that's going to be the base of my color. So I'm going to paint both these pieces this color first, and then I'm going to go in with some white to age it up. So the white that I'm going to be using is a matte paint white, because this is the perfect paint type that you want to use whenever you're trying to, do some age or some dry brushing effect. And you want to use this type of brush that you can also find at Dollar Tree in their little like tool paint section, because the bristles on this brush are perfect for when you want to do that dry brushing aged look effect to any piece, because it only has a little bit of paint that gets on it, and so you're able to spread like a little bit of paint at a time. And then when you use the matte paint tends to dry really fast, and so when it does, you're able to do different little strokes on your paint job, and then you're able to go back in it and start rubbing the paintbrush on top of the matte paint that kind of dried, and so then you're able to spread the dry paint around and give it that aged chalky look that we see in so many farmhouse DIYs. So it's a process, and so when you do is you get a little bit of paint, you tap it off like you saw me do, and then you just do light little strokes over top of it and just go back and forth with that until you get the look that you're going for. So if you want more blue to show, you do less white. If you want it to be more white, then you go in with the white. So whenever you're doing your dry brushing effect or your aging, it really depends on the look that you're going for, on how much of the white paint or the top paint that you're going to put on it. So like I said, once you have painted it to where you like it and some of the white paint has dried, you're going to go back in with your paintbrush, and then you're going to spread that chalky type of dried matte paint around, and it still shows the blue color from underneath, but then it gives it like this powdery white color on top, or gray, whatever top color you're having, and it makes it look old and aged. So it gives it that look of, you know, it's been through some things and it's been, you know, years passed down, and it just gives it that chalky effect. I don't know how else to explain it, but it gives it that old effect look when you rub in the dry matte paint, and it just gives it just such a better look. And you can see the difference on how it is, how the before and after, how it is with just the one coat of paint before I put the white on it. And this is how they turned out, and I have to say, guys, I absolutely love these. They are gorgeous to me. These are my favorite ones of the ones I made. You guys know I love light blue, and I feel like this gives me that farmhouse feel, and it has my favorite colors in it, and I just love how this one came out. And stay tuned, you guys will see me use this in my downstairs bathroom. I'm going to reorganize and decorate my downstairs bathroom, and these are going to go perfectly in there. So stay tuned for that video where you'll see me decorate my bathroom with these. So for the last DIY, I'm using the 5x7 canvases because I wanted to share with you guys how you can do this in different sizes and different shapes. And I decided to paint this one completely white. And at first I was going to go in with like a light gray on top and do that aging effect on this, but I felt like I'm doing too much of that in my house. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep these completely white, because where I'm going to put them at, I think I just want like a nice neutral color of just white and not age it at all. And so this is how it looks when it's completely white. Now again, where I'm going to put it at is not going to be a white background, but this is how it is in my office, so that's how you see it. But I don't know, should I age it, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Should I add like a light gray on top of it and age it, or should I keep it like this? Let me know. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This easy DIYs on how you can make these farmhouse style window panes in your home with just things from Dollar Tree. I know a lot of these at Walmart, they go for like 15 bucks for just one, but you can easily make these with with Dollar Tree products at your home. You know, like this one right here as a shelf, it only costs $5 to make, and the black one only costs $4 to make. And you can make them any color you want, and you always have paint and glue on hand if you're a crafter. And this one is just so pretty to me, guys. I have not seen anything like this, and I think it's such a beautiful blue color that everybody loves so much, and it goes perfectly with this little shelf. And you can either have it together, or you can separate these pieces. You can just have the window panes by themselves and have the little shelf by itself. So however you want to do it, you can recreate things in your home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for future videos where you'll see how I decorate my home with these, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.